distinguished speakers and guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. I'd like to thank the Central Bank of Kenya for organizing the Afro-Asia FinTech Festival alongside the Singapore FinTech Festival. Thank you also for giving me the opportunity to deliver my remarks virtually at this event. Given the global pandemic, we had to reinvent the way we deliver this event this year. Singapore FinTech Festival has become a platform for the global FinTech community together to celebrate achievements in FinTech as well as to connect people and enable the exchange of knowledge, ideas and resources to further the development of FinTech, not just in Singapore, but all around the world. This year, because of the pandemic, we have decided on a hybrid format for the festival, which combines an online event platform with other online and physical satellite events around the world. I'm very glad that the Central Bank of Kenya shares our vision and has put together this event. Today, I want to talk about foundational digital infrastructure. This is something that of interest to both Singapore and Kenya. And I've said in many a time that Governor Patrick of the Central Bank of Kenya has been a strong supporter of thinking how to build foundational digital infrastructure as a prerequisite for any country to leapfrog to a digital economy. And Kenya in particular has been a shining example to all of us globally to show how we can leapfrog challenges, constrain, and get into the digital economy faster and transform the economy and the ecosystem. Last year, the MAS and the Central Bank of Kenya signed a FinTech cooperation agreement to support the development of digital infrastructure at the Afro-Asia FinTech Festival. We have been in talks to develop a framework that would guide countries looking to develop their own public digital infrastructure, given both Kenya and Singapore have gone in this path for a long period of time. Each of the countries are moving fast in this space. Singapore has built all the 4 requirements of the digital infrastructure. Kenya is also in the similar roadmap. I think it's great to have both countries share a framework which can become a guide to many countries looking to develop their respective digital infrastructure, because with this initiative, you can help to accelerate digitalization and support innovation, not just in financial services, but in other sectors as well. And the purpose of foundational digital infrastructure is to ease the development and adoption of digital tools. It should seek to address core issues that are common to the application of digital tools in different areas, especially identity, data privacy, and transfer of monies as some examples for these areas. In fact, there's no better time than now to talk about digital infrastructure. The global pandemic has forced governments around the world to think about digital infrastructure, not just for finance, but also to manage the public health crisis and its economic effect. Government has developed digital tools to quickly disseminate accurate information on the state of the pandemic and the actions that citizens should take to perform contact tracing of infected individuals and to give out economic relief packages to its citizens. In many ways, it is good that in financial services, we started thinking about digital infrastructure very early on. It became quite handy during the crisis, because during the crisis, we saw massive adoption of digital payments. And because in Singapore, we have developed PayNow, which allowed individuals and business to transfer funds using only personal or corporate ID numbers or using your telephone number. You can send money to each other, 3 clicks, 0 cost. During the pandemic, it became very useful because people could shift from a physical cash exchange to a digital transfers using this public rail, and we could leverage this system not only for general transfer of money from different senders and receivers, but also transfer relief and assistance fund to eligible Singaporeans here in Singapore. The government had developed the MyInfo portal as a part of the national digital identity ecosystem, and the portal allows citizens to store and manage their personal information and allow businesses to pull this data along with customer consent. Our bank started using MyInfo to pull and verify data for customer identifiers in 2017 during account opening process. Today in Singapore, if you want to open a bank account, you can practically open the account without actually showing up in a branch using MyInfo data, giving your consent. So during the lockdown in Singapore, we could continue to serve our customers digitally with greater ease because of this public rail, which was built before the crisis. Although we have made some progress, we are constantly trying to improve this, and we're trying to extend this idea of foundational digital infrastructure beyond our own shores. In fact, one of the bigger things we're trying to do is to bring together identity, payments, and data sharing rails on a single platform to execute cross-border retail payments. MAS is working with the Singapore Center of BIS Innovation Hub to explore this. This work is very timely given the G20, FSB, CPMI's focus on remedying pain points that countries presently experience in this area. The work will look to address 3 areas. First, on identity. A federated and a trusted digital identity is integral digital infrastructure because it enables individuals, businesses, and institutions to represent themselves and act with permission on behalf of others in the digital economy. Second, payments. The next phase is in payment is to connect payment systems to one another cross-border. MAS has been working with Thailand on connecting our respective PayNow and PromptPay systems. We also done similar work with India. Together with BIS, we will leverage on this experience to address the inefficiencies and frictions as we go into developing the platform. Finally, settlement. Payment settlement is a key component and pain point in today's cross-border space. Here we'll leverage on the learnings from Singapore's extensive experience in developing efficient multi-party DLT solutions via Project Ubin to consider how settlement models could evolve going forward. That could be a significant game changer in this space. The platform will not only serve as a multi-platform, multilateral platform for cross-border payments, but also facilitate the alignment of regulatory and supervisory framework as well as consistent application of AML CFT rules. With that, I conclude my presentation. Once again, thank you for the Central Bank of Kenya for putting together this event. I wish all of you a fruitful week ahead. Please enjoy the rest of Singapore FinTech Festival. Thank you and stay safe. And I'm looking to be back in Nairobi, one of my favorite cities in Africa, to catch hold of the lovely safaris you have and the lovely people you are and the lovely food. I do enjoy having my going around eating in different restaurants in Kenya, especially Nairobi. Love that place. I hope I can come back quickly as we get out of this pandemic crisis. Thank you. Again, stay safe.